Sean Colo at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and what we're going to do in today's episode is we're going to talk about and unbox the all-new Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer that's now available on DiscountJuicers.com. Now the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer is simply a vertical single auger style juicer, which is much like other vertical single auger style juicers on the market at this time, with one important difference. It has the largest feed chute, a 3-inch wide feed chute, that makes it a lot more convenient and easy to feed in many, but not all, produce items in the machine. In addition, they have a few new unique features that's available on the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer that's not available on any other juicer at this time. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this little baby. At present time, this is available in silver. In the future, it will also be available in white and in red. I'm unboxing the silver variety today. Let's see, in this box, it has a lot of cool things in there. I guess the main part of the juicer is its juicing body. So let's pull this guy out. Alright, here we go. So this is the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer motor body, and actually it's quite heavy. It's actually heavier than other vertical single auger juicer motor bodies for one particular reason. On the bottom here it says 240 watts. Most other vertical single auger juicers are about 150 watts, so this is like 90 watts more than other juicers. So this technically is a more powerful motor, and they need the more power because they have a 3-inch wide feed chute, so people are going to be putting in, you know, a lot larger diameter items, so it needs a lot more torque to literally snap it off. So let's see here. The other things on this motor body has a 3-prong grounded cord there, which is really nice. This is UL approved. It has a on and off switch that has this little rubber protector, so it's waterproof, so you won't get shocked. In addition, on the top of the machine, they have a hybrid locking system. So on other vertical auger juicers, basically they have a set-on top where you don't have to lock on anything. This gives you the advantage of the set-on top, but with the advantage of the locking. Sometimes with the non-locking tops, you get a little bit of vibration and movement in there. With this set-on, it's easy to set on. When you turn it on, it automatically locks into place, and when you turn it off, it actually unlocks so that you can't lift it off. So this, I believe, is the best of both worlds. So this is the motor body. Next, of course, the main part to the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer is the juicer itself. So this is what does all the work. And what we have here is we have the 3-inch wide pusher that goes in the machine. Now when you're using this pusher, you're going to want to push it in and pump it up and down, and it kind of, as you put it in, it kind of rotates in there. This is the only thing you should ever stick in to the juicer. Don't stick your hands, your dog's paws, you know, forks, knives, spoons, you know, anything other than the pusher and the produce you're putting in. Why? Could cause damage to the juicer, and more importantly, cause damage to whatever you're putting in. If you do put something into the juicer, and I have had this happen on other juicers before, it will void the warranty and break the machine, and you will have to spend some money to get it repaired. So I know you might be tempted, but do not do it under any circumstances. So yeah, that's the pusher there. Next we have the top body, and one of the things I like about the top body is that it has a 3-inch wide feed chute. It also has this little cutting blade here that helps cut the produce as you're putting in. But the more important feature of this is that it doesn't allow you to stick your whole hand in. It basically stops your hand from putting in there, and this was required for the UL listing to remain safe. Let's see, so that may prevent some things from being pushed in easily, but once you get something in there, then you just you know, push it with the pusher down past it, it'll push right in. The other thing you can do is if you cut things so that it goes to either side of this little guy, it's not going to be an issue. Now another thing I like about this top is that it's a smoke colored top. So what does that mean? That means you can kind of see through here and you know, see what's going on inside the machine as you're using it. This will be important to know because you do not want to overfeed and feed things in too fast if the machine is still working. With the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, unlike any other juicer on the market at this time, you can actually look in and see what's going on, so you have a better gauge of what is going on inside the machine. The next part, of course, is the patented auger here. There's no other auger on the market at this time with this design. It basically has a design so that as you put the produce in, it chunks off pieces and then it basically crushes it and squeezes out all the juice. It's a newly designed auger, and I have found that it works fairly well to help suck things into the machine. Another part of the design I like, on the bottom of the auger, there's actually a stainless steel inset ring, which is not found too commonly on other machines. Also on the bottom of the auger, I do like that there's actually not a recess. Some augers actually have a recess point on the bottom of the auger where pulp does get trapped in and can be harder to clean. Next part we're going to look at is the juicing screen. So this is a standard juicing screen that's on many vertical single auger machines. The hole size is actually quite small on this screen, so that means you're going to get a little bit less pulp in the juice. And this is made out of the GE Ultim, which is 8 times harder than the material used on previous juicing screens. Next, of course, we got the automatic wiping blade. So this, actually, I like the design of this. It's kind of like clear, looks high tech, less to clean. And what this does is very simply, it basically wipes the screen clean like the windshield wipers on your car. Imagine driving down the road with when it's raining without windshield wipers. And many juicers actually don't have windshield wipers for their screens. What this does, this basically keeps the screen clean, so it assures you're going to get the highest yield. Also, because it is removing some of the debris from the screen, it's going to be a little bit easier to clean, and I like this a lot. So the last part of the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer is the main juicing bowl right here. This is similar to many other juicing bowls on other machines, but there's a few important differences. Number one, while it does have basically the stopper here to stop the juice flowing out, so when you're done juicing it won't drip on your counter. Also, if you want to do mixing inside the machine, this will allow you to do just that. This one is actually also removable, unlike other machines. So if you do not want to use it and you want to not have to clean this, you could actually simply remove it so that you do not have it on the machine. Another feature I like about the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer is that there's no recesses on the bottom of the bowl. Some juicers have a little recessed pocket on the bottom of the bowl, which can be difficult to get in and to clean. On the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, there's no major recesses, other than basically the little drop-down port for where the pulp comes out. Now, on all vertical slow juicers, there's always a little flap, whether it's made out of plastic or whether it's made out of silicone. I personally like the silicone flaps, not the hard plastic flaps, because that may reduce your yield. Little silicone flap here is removable, so you're going to want to pull this out for cleaning every single time, and for juicing you're always going to want to basically push it in and make sure it's pushed in all the way. What the job of this flap is to do is to keep some back pressure on the pulp before it comes out, so that it ensures you the highest yield and your pulp is going to be as dry as possible. Another thing on the bottom of this machine is that they do have a silicone ring here, and this ring prevents any liquid from dripping on to the top of the housing. And at present time I have used this machine quite a bit, and to date I have not seen any dripping on the top of the housing. So that means this seal is working quite well and quite efficiently. So I like that a lot. The other thing on this bowl here is that it has a little safety feature so that you cannot stick your fingers, or kids can't stick their fingers up the little juice spout here. That will be important when I talk about one of the features coming up next. And that's pretty much the juicing bowl. So now we're going to share with you guys how to assemble the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. It is really easy to assemble, although the first time you assemble it, like the first time I assembled a vertical single auger machine, I was a little bit perplexed on how to do it. But once you learn how to do it, it is really simple, and you'll be able to do it almost with your eyes closed each and every time. There's 2 reference points on the bowl you're going to want to notice. Number 1 is this little red dot here on the top. The second is the juice spout where the juice comes out. So you're going to take the juice spout, and it's always going to sit over where it says Kuvings right here. So we're just going to go ahead and set that right on the top there. The next part we're going to want to take is the automatic wiping blade. So we're going to take the wiping blade and just sandwich the screen right in there. Then we're going to take this little red dot on the screen, line it up with the red dot on top of the juicing bowl there, and then it's going to basically lock into place. You're then going to take your auger here. The auger then actually just goes down into the machine, locks into place. Super simple, super easy. Finally, you got your top here. On the top, there's once again a little red dot. You're going to line up that red dot with the other red dots, and then you're just going to slide that to close, and you're all assembled. Finally, we got the pusher that has a little white dot and a little arrow that you're going to line up with the white dot and the arrow on the top, and falls right into place. So now the juicer's set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and check out what else is in the box. So of course, before you could juice, you will need the collection cups. So the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer comes with a collection cup here, the one with the little spout, and that's to catch the juice right over here so that you can easily pour your juice out. And then it comes with a pulp collection container. Both these guys are the BPA-free material. Let's see what else is in the box here. All right, so what we got next, we got some cleaning apparatus. And so what we got here is actually not just one cleaning brush like that is included on some juicers, but we actually have a total of 3 different cleaning brushes or tools to use to get your Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer clean. Kuvings realizes that there's 2 areas that many people don't like to do and that take more time when using a vertical slow juicer. Number 1, that's cutting the produce up. They've solved that issue by having a 3-inch wide feed chute. The second thing that people don't like when using a juicer or any juicer is cleaning. So they made it as easy as possible to clean the machine without it being automatic for you guys. So what they've done is they included not just one cleaning brush like many slow juicers have, but they included 3 cleaning brushes. So let me go ahead and show you guys how this special cleaning brush works. The part that takes the longest to clean on any vertical slow juicer, or any juicer for that matter, is the screen. It's all the holes on the screen that get clogged with the produce, the fiber, when you're juicing. So besides just having the standard oversized toothbrush that you could scrub the outside and the inside of the screen to get all the pulp dislodged and get it clean, they have an automatic screen cleaning tool that you simply put on, and then you spin this tool to get the outside of the screen clean in no time whatsoever. Super intelligent, super smart. Next, you'll need to use this tool here to get the inside of the screen. I wish their tool that cleaned the outside also cleaned the inside at the same time. That'd be really new and revolutionary. And then finally, they give you a special pipe cleaning brush. This pipe cleaning brush is essential to clean some of the passageways in the juicer, such as where the juice comes out. You can easily put it in here and it's going to clean all the different passageways so you can get it clean, looking like new each and every time. This will also help to clean the pulp ejection port as well. So I like that they include the 3 cleaning brushes to make cleanup a breeze with the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. Next, let's see. Oh, here's a part that I've been requesting from other manufacturers for many years now. As you guys know, the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer has a standard juicing screen. When you put the juicing screen in the machine, this basically will separate the juice from the fiber, and it's the juice of the fiber that feeds you, is what Jay Cordich, the juice man, taught me. Now, besides just processing the fruits and vegetables with the juicing screen, the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer includes what's called a blank plate, or a blank strainer. What this is simply the juicing screen with no screen, so it's solid. So what this means is that it literally crushes up and homogenizes everything you put through it. So this screen would basically just go inside the machine like so, with the auger, with the top, and now what's going to happen is anything I put through here just gets mashed up and comes out where the juice would normally come out. So Kuvings only authorizes the use of this blank strainer for making 2 things. Number 1, the nut butters. So if you want to make peanut butter using roasted peanuts, it'll grind up the peanuts and then it'll come out the spouts. Number 2, the second authorized use is for making frozen banana sorbets and frozen fruit sorbets. So there are special instructions on how to use this blank plate with the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. That is included with the machine. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take ripe bananas, you're going to cut them into small little pieces, and then you're going to freeze the bananas in the freezer. You're going to take them out, let them thaw out for a period of time, and then put them through the juicer, and it'll basically mush it all up into a nice frozen banana sorbet. A frozen banana sorbet that you can make with your Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, far better than any ice cream or any kind of other frozen treat where they add extra sugars and extra corn syrup and monodiglycerides and BHA, BHT, and other preservatives. You know, I want you guys to eat more fruits and vegetables, and with the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, you can make some delicious frozen desserts to do just that. Now, while Kuvings does say you can make the nut butters and the frozen fruit sorbets, no other use is permitted by Kuvings, mainly because of this little piece in the ejection spout that I talked about, so you can't stick your fingers up. For example, if you want to juice processed cabbage or turn tomatoes into salsa, you are unable to do it with this attachment because this little stopper here will prevent things that are not in a liquid consistency or a nut butter or a frozen fruit sorbet to come out of the machine. So that's one of the negatives. Hopefully Kuvings will rectify this by coming out with a whole different attachment to do the grinding so that this will no longer be an issue. At this point, this is what they got, and I think at least this is better than not having it, and the cool bonus is that it's actually included with every Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. So the next thing in the box, of course, with any appliance purchase, you will always get an instruction booklet. So I highly encourage you guys to read the instruction booklet before using the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. Also be sure to watch my videos for specific instructions that actually might not be contained within the instruction booklet. I have specific techniques that I use to get the maximum results when using any vertical slow juicer. So this instruction booklet's quite long. It goes step by step so that you will know how to use the machine specifically. It has nice little cartoon characters that makes it really easy and fun, and it's approximately 30 pages long. And it gives you a nice little FAQ in the back for frequently asked questions if you do have any challenges with your Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. And before I get into the last part that's contained within the box, which is actually probably one of the best things that they're including with the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, I do want to say this. While the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer does have a 3-inch wide feed chute, and while you can feed most produce items in very quickly into the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, it is called a slow juicer. So you don't want to just cram things in down the feed chute because it's large as fast as you possibly can. You know, the large feed chute simply allows you to do less cutting on certain produce items, so you can't stick a whole apple in there. And you're going to want to stick a whole apple in there. You're going to look through the machine to ensure that full apple gets juiced and it's done processing the apple before putting something else in. You don't want to just put apple, 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 cram! Apple, 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 cram! You're going to back up the machine. It's going to cause an excess pulp buildup. You're going to get more pulp in your juice, and it's not going to work, you know, as well as it could if you slow down, because once again, it is a slow juicer. The other thing, certain produce items such as the leafy greens and the celery will require pre-cutting despite having the large 3-inch wide feed chute. You know, so I recommend cutting the celery and greens into 1/8 inch pieces. And I'll soon have a video demonstrating how to properly use the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer when juicing greens and celery and a myriad of other items. And you do need to pre-cut and also rotate the produce. So for example, if you're juicing celery, kale, carrots, and apples, don't just put all the apples in, all the celery in, all the carrots in. You're going to want to cut it up and rotate properly. So I'd put a little piece of apple because it's the softest produce item first. Then I'd follow with a handful of the pre-cut that you cut up greens. Then I'd follow it by 1 whole carrot in there. And then I'd follow with a handful of the cut up celery. Then I'd repeat that process until you're all done. Another thing that's very important when using any vertical slow juicer, or any slow juicer for that matter, is proper produce selection. So you want to get the nice, freshest, hardest, firmest produce. It's going to juice better than the soft, old, mushy, wilty stuff. This is especially important on fruits. You want to get nice, hard, firm fruits. They're going to juice better than those soft, mushy fruits that are overripe or going bad. So with that, let's get into the last item that's contained within the box. This is the most exciting for me. It's been many years, And I've been waiting for this, for some juicer manufacturer to come out with something like this. And what that is, that's right here. It's the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer recipe booklet. Now, the one thing they could do to make this recipe booklet even better is allow it to stand up automatically on your countertop, because it's not set up to do that. But what's really cool about this recipe booklet, it's spiral bound, nice heavy duty, full color pages, about 100 pages of recipes to get you started with juicing. I know many of you guys may have never juiced before, never even owned a juicer, and you'll get the juicer, you'll read the instructions on how to use the machine, but you won't know or have any clue about what to juice. This is a great tool that's included for free that you don't even have to buy separately, that's going to have literally over 100 recipes in here. As you guys can see, they have full color pictures that show you exactly how to prepare the produce, how to juice it in the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. They have vegetable juices. They have a section in here for making nutritious juices and baby food. They have another section in here for making cool fruit juices, and the final section in here is for making smoothies and frozen desserts. So I think that's awesome that they're including this full color, nearly 100-page recipe book free with each and every Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. So hopefully after watching this episode you've learned a few things and the included parts with the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube videos to see upcoming episodes where I'm juicing different things and sharing my techniques on how to use the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer the best way possible. And I'll also have comparison videos where I will compare the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer with some of the other juicers available on the market, so that you can learn which juicer may be the right one for you. At this time, the Kuvings Whole Juicer is one of the juicers sitting on my counter that I'm using almost each and every day. So if you're interested in learning more about the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer or purchasing the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer, be sure to click the link down below in the description to learn more about or purchase the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer from DiscountJuicers.com. Once again, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for YouTube visitors. Alright, this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you. We're going to use the all-new Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer to juice the good standby. The good old standby is just simply carrots and apples.